Hey guys, long time no see. Well, I am back from my break and I'm fully rested. Now that I'm full of energy and motivation, I say it's time to get back into these card reviews. So within this review, I got a request from J Sinfinity. I do hope I said that right. If I didn't, then I apologize, dude. Well, he wanted me to review Millennium Scorpion, which this is an interesting card, so why not? So with no further ado, let's get this review started. So how can I describe the artwork of Millennium Scorpion? Well, it looks awesome, but there's a bit of creepiness to the monster itself. But I'll get to the creepy part in a second. We can see that it has a dark blue armor coating from its head to its tail, which it also has some yellow linings on some parts of the armor, along with some red jewels on it as well. We also see the Millennium Eye logo on the armor too. A lot of monsters with Millennium in its name normally have the Millennium Eye logo on some part of their body, like Millennium Golem and Millennium Shield. We do see some light blue on the stinger and its pincers, which by the way, the pincers look pretty cool. As for the background, we see that it's in some form of a temple, and we see two people in front of the beast looking scared as shit. Well, that's it for the art, but let's talk about the one thing that creeps me out about this monster. Look at those fucking teeth! Jesus Christ, man! Smitey much? Well, other than that monstrosity, the artwork is pretty good, so it's getting a 4 out of 5. So let's check out the effect. Each time this card destroys one monster on your opponent's side of the field by battle and sends it to the graveyard, this card gains 500 attack. I do have to say, this effect is pretty decent at best. Once this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, it gains 500 attack points. Now that I think about it, there's another monster with a similar effect to Millennium Scorpion, and that card will be Sword Hunter. It has a similar effect, yes, but the only difference between this card and Millennium Scorpion, Sword Hunter only gains 200 attack. So which card would I prefer more, if you may ask? Well, when it comes to artwork, definitely Sword Hunter. As for the effect on the other hand, I'll go with Millennium Scorpion, cause it gains more attack power than Sword Hunter. So overall, Millennium Scorpion's effect is okay at best. You gain attack power, and that's it. So with that, it's getting a 3.5 out of 5. Well, on to deck choices. This one's going to be interesting indeed, cause Millennium Scorpion is really not, how do I say this, top tier material? So I had to do some research of what kind of decks that it will be good in. So after all the research, this is what I got. From the amount of research I did, there's not a deck per se that uses Millennium Scorpion, but there are cards that can work well with Millennium Scorpion. So how about an insect deck? Cause this thing is an insect monster, and most of these cards are mostly insect elated. So I'm going to be looking up 4 monsters that work well with the deck, along with 2 spells and traps. So let's get started. Insect Knight is a great high attack level 4 monster, and the same can go with Neobug. These two will be great monsters to put in because of their high attack. Howling Insect is pretty much the search support for insect monsters. Once it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon an insect monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to the field. I know 1500 or less attack doesn't sound all that great, but it'll be good to defend yourself, or use that summoned monster as a tribute to summon out Millennium Scorpion. I know this next card is not an insect monster, but it works well for insect monsters. So Gigaplant is a level 6 plant monster, and it's a Gemini monster. Gemini monsters at first when summoned, they're normal monsters, but once you summon them again when they're already on the field, they gain their set effect. With Gigaplant's effect, once per turn, you can special summon a plant or insect monster from your hand or graveyard. So you can use Gigaplant's effect to summon out Millennium Scorpion faster. Let's look up some spell cards. Insect Imitation is a very useful card that can help you special summon Millennium Scorpion fast. Just offer 1 monster on the field and then special summon an insect monster from your deck with a level higher than the offered monster. So in a nutshell, just offer a level 4 monster and you'll be good. Rare Gold Armor is a pretty interesting equip spell for Millennium Scorpion. Your opponent cannot attack any of your other monsters besides the one that is equipped to this card, so this will make your opponent's weaker monsters useless. Now for traps. Staunch Defender is pretty much like gold rare armor, but in trap form, so I don't think I need to explain. Judging that we're in the subject of insects, Lair Wire is a great trap for your buggies. Just remove one insect monster in your graveyard from play and destroy one of your opponent's monsters on the field. So overall in deck choices, Millennium Scorpion will be okay in most decks. It's not what I call a top tier material card to use, but hey, that's just me. So my score for decks is a 3 out of 5. So overall, Millennium Scorpion is a pretty cool card. It has good art, a decent effect, and as for decks, I see it in a non-competitive insect deck. So I have to thank J7Infinity for allowing me to review this card for him. Now this is where I say go check him out, but for some reason I can't find his channel. Well, I do hope he at least sees this review. But either way, my overall score for Millennium Scorpion is a 3.5 out of 5. That's it for this review, and if you guys have any cards you want me to review for future reviews, just leave a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. So next time, I'll be reviewing Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. So remember guys, comment, rate, and subscribe. This is Dragon Core 7, and I'll be seeing you all next time.